Hey guys, sorry I'm a bit late. Lagging a tad bit here. Oh my gosh. It has just been busy. So I've kind of been lagging a bit, and I'm also trying to figure out how I can actually see this on my computer while I am doing this with you guys. So, okay. Well, hey, how's it going? I am excited to see you all. I feel like, when you go away somewhere, hi, Elizabeth. When you go away somewhere, you feel like, hey, Belinda and Cassie, hi, guys. So great to see you. Hey, Evelyn. And oh my gosh, coming in so quick. Anita and Judy and Cookie, and hi, everybody. So awesome to see you all. So anyway, I feel like because I took a trip to New York and I just got back a couple days ago. So when you go away from your normal routine of life, I feel like I haven't seen everybody for like forever. So I was trying to figure out right now how I can actually watch this live on my computer and read some of the comments on there. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try and do that at the same. Oh, okay. I think I did it. So, how is everybody? How's it going? I'm so excited to see everyone on here. Happy February, Christine. Good to see you too. Kentucky, Elizabeth in Kentucky. So, okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to be probably looking down at my computer screen a lot. So, ELG is going well. I need to actually put some videos. I'm doing great. Thanks, you guys, for asking. It's going well. I have a few over 400 subscribers now, and I'm working really hard to, well, that's lying. I'm not working really hard. I am starting to, in my brain, work really hard to figure out the things I need to do to help it get to 100, to 100, to 1,000. Okay, I have to get rid of this other thing because it's really distracting. So I thought I was going to be able to watch this on here, but it is really distracting. Okay, so anyway, I'm a little over 400 subscribers right now, and I'm trying to get to 1,000. So I was thinking today on what I need to actually do, a couple of things to be able to get me there a little bit quicker. And you guys, I have to say, you guys are the best. Because that day when that happened, and subsequently after that, with all of you sharing and everything that you did to help me out, it bumped it up from, I think I only had 134 when I started that day. So thank you so much. I really, it was very heartwarming and humbling to see that you guys came to bat for me, and I greatly appreciated it. The new channel is called ELG Jewelry and Gifts. So if you're watching this live and you haven't already subscribed, head on over there and do that. After this live, I will go ahead and put the link down in the description box so that if you don't know how to get to it, you can find that link down there. So you are the best, right, Judy? See, I'm so glad you know it. Thanks, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. So, yeah, that was like such a huge disappointment. I can't even tell you. And I realized that, once you step back and you look and try and see what the silver lining is in things, that was truly the silver lining. So, I was incredibly grateful. So, Linda says, catch me live for the first time. Oh, awesome, Linda. So you're catching me live for the first time. So I'm sorry, you guys. I have to wipe this screen up, the little camera thing a little bit because it's really fuzzy. So bear with me a sec. Sorry. I just feel like the camera looks kind of fuzzy and yucky. Anyway, so because in my title, we're talking about that this is the Bling Owl Keychain giveaway. I'm going to go there. Hi, Sandra. And hi, Pam. I'm going to go there first and do the drawing thing. And then for those of you that aren't interested in the rest of the chit chat, you can go on about your day. Those of you that want to hear a little bit about my trip to New York, I will fill you in on that because Holy moly, was it a comedy show? I'm not kidding. So I actually have some video little clips and stuff. I'm going to be putting together a little video thing for that. But you've been trying to get your face wiped? Good. So I'm happy to help. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you. These are just three of the little keychains, three of the colors, but there's a couple. There are a couple more. Turn around, mister or missy. Okay, there's three of the colors right there. And normally when I was selling these, I sell them for $12, but you guys are, oh my gosh, the lucky ones that get to be in the drawing for this. So the name of my other channel, again, is ELG Jewelry and Gifts. And I'm going to put a link after I finish this live. I'll be putting a link for it down in the description box below. So these are three of the colors. There is a dark brown, and I think there's one other pink, and then there's also, what else? I don't remember. The dark brownish one's kind of like a burgundy-ish color. So for this month, the drawing, here's my trusty notebook. This is driving me crazy because I feel like it is dirty. Okay, anyway, here's my trusty notebook, you guys, and we're going to see who our winner is for February. And I have to look again. So sorry. I always forget when I can't read it backwards. So we are going to congratulate Linda MacSeoin, or not sure exactly how to pronounce it. But Linda, you are the winner for February's Bling Owl Keychain. And if you can just do me the favor of contacting me, I'm also going to put the link down below in the description box where you can contact me. So contact me via email and let me know which color you'd like. And don't forget to give your address to me so I can mail it out. Your mailing address, because I asked for that from someone, they gave me their email address, but that doesn't help me. So anyway, Linda, congrats. And so I'll chat with you guys a little bit about my trip. So first off, I'm going to put together a little video, very short, well, I don't know how short, but moderately short video about my trip. Is that sun outside your window? Yes, it is. Okay, New York was cold. Okay, and to some of you, you're going to find this amusing because it's not that cold to you, but it was 32 degrees. For this California girl who's usually cold at 68 degrees, it was cold. I stepped out and I was talking like this because my lips were numb and my nose was frozen. And when I'd walk inside, all of a sudden my nose felt like a cavern when I would breathe. Like it was just this big, I don't even know how to describe it, like this big empty cavern when I breathe. So you guys are probably, those of you that are in colder places probably find that just to be really lame, but that's okay. Okay, so Kelly, you're in New York. So I have to tell you, first off, one of the coolest things that happened to me, excuse me. So when I first started my YouTube channel, I told my husband that I will know I've made it on YouTube when I go into a Dollar Tree and someone says, "Hey, aren't you the Midnight Crafter?" And my husband's like, "Oh my God, delusions of grandeur here." And I said, "No, I'm not saying that like I'm going to be walking on the streets and everybody's going to be like, 'Oh my God, it's Midnight Crafter.' No, okay, not that. But I figure, you know, in a Dollar Tree, that's what my videos basically are. And a lot of you shop in Dollar Trees. So I thought, you know, I will feel really good if someone recognizes me in a Dollar Tree, right? So I'm at my hotel, Midtown Manhattan, with my sister. It's the last day and we're going to be checking out and I'm having some breakfast. And the guy from the front desk says to me, and I was on the phone, says to my sister, "You guys look really familiar for some reason." And I don't know why, from where. He's like, and my sister goes, "Well, I don't know how that could be because this is New York and we're from California. So I don't know." And he says, "Maybe like YouTube or something." And well, at that point I was done with my phone call and I said, "Well, I have a YouTube channel." He goes, "Is it a DIY like crafty thing?" My sister and I both turned and looked at him. We're like, "Shut up." No way. So apparently his fiance watches and her name is Alexia. So Alexia, don't know if you're watching this live, but your fiance Anthony says that he gets notifications on his YouTube. So I like, I was stunned, blown away, so excited, you guys. And I couldn't wait to come home and tell my husband that I was recognized somewhere. It was awesome. It just made my day. So that was my one first really cool thing that happened. Um, so the craziness of this trip, it was my sister from Greece was bringing her daughter to get her started at school or get her settled at school there in New York in Manhattan. So my dad was going to meet up with them and join them. And I was talking to my dad and I said, "Hey, I want to go." And he goes, "All right, come along." And then I was talking to my other sister and she goes, "Hey, I want to go." So I said, "Well, come." So we ended up, my dad and my two sisters, so dad and his three daughters in New York and his granddaughter. So my dad is 86, but you would think that he's probably 65, maybe 70. So -4, Rebecca, are you kidding me? I would die. I'm sorry, I would die. So anyway, so my dad, he seems much younger than what he is, and he's pretty agile and gets around pretty well. But nonetheless, he's 86. And then there's me, who's about to turn 55, and my sister, who's 40, and then my niece, who's 20. So you can imagine the variance in mental agility, number one, and then in the pace that we would walk. So it got to be a little bit crazy, and it seemed like the three of us, the 40-year-old and me and my dad, were together the most because my other sister was trying to help her daughter get settled. So it was forever my sister walking way ahead, and then me always walking midway, and my dad always bringing up the rear. So we were always having to kind of watch for him and make sure that we weren't getting lost. And poor guy, we dragged him all over New York, up and down in the subways and everything, and it was crazy. So in my family, we are all chiefs. We have no Indians. We are all chiefs. So everybody is the boss, and everybody knows the best way, and everybody's way is right, which at times can lead to clash of the titans. So, oh, thank you, Linda. That's so sweet. Um, so eventually, so we were seeing all this stuff, dragging my dad around. Dad would get tired. He'd go back for a nap. My sister Sylvia and I would go and run and do something else. And then we would go back and get my dad, and then we'd all get together and we'd do something, all of us together. But so at one point, with the Too Many Chiefs things, Clash of the Titans happened, and my sister and I, who were sharing a room, we butted heads big. And it was so stupid. Honestly, I'm not even sure what Long Beach. Yay, that's where my son is right now going to school. So say hi to him, Yolanda. He looks like me. You'll find him out there somewhere. Anyway, so I don't even know what we were actually fighting about. She was telling me that I'm controlling, and I was telling her she's overbearing, and it was actually, looking back at it, quite comedic. When I was telling my mom, who didn't go, this story, we were all laughing about it. So anyway, so we had done a bunch of stuff together, and then we ended up in our fight. And so we were supposed to, at that point, we were going to go to, I forget where. It was either going to be like, I think it was going to be Ellis Island or something like that, or I'm not even sure. But then I said, "Forget it, I'm not going." And then she really got mad. And then I cooled off a little bit. I said, "Fine, I'll go." And then she was mad. She goes, "No, I'm not going." So we ended up splitting ways. And of course, guys, where do we go when we're upset and we need to do therapy, right? Where did I choose to go? Who can tell me where they think I chose to go? Well, I took off and I headed to the subway, and I ended up deciding that yes, you are right. Kuza Monkey, I'm not even sure what your name is, but yes, you are so right. Dollar Tree. I hopped on the subway. I'm in Midtown Manhattan. It was I don't know, 20 some minute subway ride. So I was way out, and I was headed towards Harlem area, which I wasn't even sure, because I don't know what areas, are good to go, what's not good to go. I don't know. I don't know that area. If you come to my neck of the woods here in California, I can kind of give you an idea of areas to go and not to go. So I trek it out there and get off the subway and have to walk. And I'm like walking for, I don't even know, 2 miles, probably a mile and a half. I don't even know. It seemed like forever. And I find this Dollar Tree. And I have to tell you, it was probably, okay, it was out of 5 stars on whatever, how they're rated on Google. It had 3 stars. And I will tell you, that was highly generous. 3 stars. Um, Out of all the Dollar Trees I've been in a couple of other states and here in California and locally around my house, church, that's a good guess, but unfortunately, no, that's not where I went. I went to the other church, Dollar Tree. But it was probably the worst Dollar Tree I've ever been in. Aside from the fact that it was tiny, it was dirty, and some of the aisleways had so many boxes, unopened boxes, like on the carts, that I couldn't even walk down that entire aisle. So, and then where it wasn't with boxes blocking, there was almost nothing on the shelves. So, because they needed stocking. And then it just was dirty, and a couple spots just didn't smell very nice either. So, all of that effort and the fight with my sister and the trek out there. And oh, see, I'm the oldest in the family too, Tammy. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Look, I adore my sisters, but it's life. We're gonna butt heads at some point. So anyway, I went around through that Dollar Tree and I kind of laughed to myself that doesn't it figure that I have a fight with her, I take off to clear my head, and I end up in the worst Dollar Tree I've ever been in. So anyway, I headed back to the hotel. By the time I got back, I was like needed thawing out severely. I know there's tons of places to see in New York, and trust me, we were there literally like probably 3 days total, which we got 2.5 days actually of doing things, and we packed in a lot of stuff. I mean, we did Empire State Building, Times Square. I went to Madison Avenue, which I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm going to put some pictures and videos in that. God, I feel like I could talk forever about this trip. It was just so crazy. It was a whirlwind. We went out to where the ferries take off for Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty, but unfortunately it was the day we were going to be leaving for the airport, so we didn't get a chance to do that. We also went, so I'm going to put a clip on also of my cousin who is in New York. His name is Nick Gregory, and he's the Fox News weatherman. So we went to the station and we got to watch him do his forecast at the different times on the news. And then I did a little fun little thing that I'm going to post to show you guys too. And then my dad and my sister did like a fake little news interview. It was really funny. We're a very goofy family. So anyway, we did that stuff. I'm trying to even think. It was a whirlwind. Oh, we went to Ground Zero and we went to the museum there, and then we went and saw a little St. Nicholas Church, the Greek Orthodox Church right there. Took some pictures. A lot of stuff that we packed into that time. So yes, I did a squeeze in Dollar Tree, even though across the street from me was a 99-cent store, special one, not the exactly 99-cent store. I didn't make it into that one, which is kind of crazy because it was right across the street. But you always think you're going to have more time than you do. So on that note, with all the stuff that happened, I will show you more of that stuff in a video. But the end of the trip the beginning of the trip was kind of, should have been an indicator of how this was going to go, because we went to San Jose Airport, my dad and my sister Sylvia and my dad has this thing about, I'm going to not rush. I'm going to be the last one to get on, and I don't care. And, so we get to the airport and the line, they're calling people in, the different boarding groups in, and my dad's just sitting there waiting, doing his thing. And finally, I'm not one to be like the first one on the plane by all means, but, I'll go, I wait kind of towards the end, and then I just get on whenever. So there was about getting to the point where there's about 10 or 15 people left to get on the plane. And so I said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get on. And my dad's like, what's the rush? I'm like, Dad, okay, fine. When you're proving a point, you need to be the last one on, but I'm just going to go ahead and go. Well, by the time I actually started to go. There was only like 5 people left now in front of us to go on. So I start to go, and then I stopped to turn around and say something to my dad and my sister. And because I stopped, the people behind me just went ahead of me. So I ended up at the end with my dad. So we get to the where they scan your ticket to let you board the plane, and they scan the lady in front of me, and she goes, and then they scan mine, and she says, "I'm sorry, we're gonna have to check your bag." And like, I did not bring any checked luggage. I made sure to pack really, really tight and limited so that I could bring my carry-on on the plane. And now she's telling me I have to check it. And I said, well, can I just put it under the plane? And I'm sure, I said, why do I have to check it? She goes, there's no room. You can't. I said, can I put it under my seat? She goes, nope, there's not enough room under your seat. You have to check it. So this was the start of it. I was really annoyed. My dad and my sister could not understand why I was annoyed, but I said, because I would have loved to bring more clothes, different shoes, different options, but I packed really compact so that I could just take it on the plane. And then I didn't get to. So my dad says to me, so you're going to just be annoyed the whole time and let it ruin your trip? And I said, no, I'm not going to. I just need to be mad for a little bit. I'll get over it. So we get on the plane, and as we're entering in, I see a whole bunch of empty seats in the first class section. Okay, fine. Then I see a bunch of empty seats in the priority seating thing, or whatever it's called. Okay, now I'm getting a little irritated more. Then we keep going, and I'm seeing empty seats in the regular seating too. But not only that, but tons of overhead bin space empty. So now I'm super annoyed. So at the meantime now, I turn around, I'm talking to my dad and my sister, and we've now reached the emergency exit row. So my sister goes, sit down. And I said, these aren't our seats. And she's like, I know, just sit down and be quiet. And she's telling me in Greek, shut your mouth, sit down, be quiet. We're going to take the emergency row seats. And I'm like, we can't do that. We don't. And so my dad comes up and she goes, Dad, sit down. So Dad sits down, and he says, sit down, Elaine. I was like, no, it's not our seats. Well, while we're sitting here bickering about it, my sister's like, you're such a rule follower, which I kind of am, but I'm kind of a rule breaker too. So we're sitting there arguing about this, and as we're arguing about it, the flight attendant comes up to me and he says, what seat number are you? And I have my ticket right in my hand, like facing upwards. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I all of a sudden just flip it downwards, and I said, I don't understand why I had to check my bag when there's all these empty overhead space available. And he goes, well, they might have been in a hurry or something, so please just take your seat so we can go. And he walked away from me, and I was like, oh, okay, we're still in these seats that we're not supposed to be in. So anyway, we end up taking off. My sister's laughing. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And if this is how our trip is starting, God only knows how it's going to end. Well, fast forwarding now to the end of our trip, it's the last day. And because of our fight, we pushed, because we didn't end up going to Ellis Island and to Statue of Liberty because of our fight, we pushed it to the next day, which was the day we were leaving. So we were going to get up early and do that. And we ended up getting up a little too late, but we were still trying to squeeze it in. And then my poor dad's bringing up the rear while my sister's hustling, walking fast. We can't figure out the subway system. So for those of you in New York that are watching, you guys are geniuses. I don't know how you figure out the subway system because it takes a PhD. So we finally think we've figured out how we're going to do this, and we get on the train, and as we're going along and going along and going along for about 10 minutes, we realize we are going the wrong way. So as we're sitting there again bickering about this, because I'm trying to figure out where we are, she's thinking, why are you looking on the map there and that? So we end up, this lady sees us bickering, and she ends up helping us out. Thank God, a New Yorker that just took over for us. We had to get off, turn around, go back. And so we lost time doing that. Then we hustle out. We didn't even have time to take the ferry out to see those. So I have a picture of me from the distance, from the window way in the background, pointing at the Statue of Liberty. And we never made it to Ellis Island. We barely had enough time. We turn around, we're hustling to get back. And I'll also post, there's some really cool subway musicians too, and I have a little video of that too. But anyway, so we're rushing back. We all figured that if we were back by 2:30, we should be okay, like heading out by 2:30 for our 4:30 flight, we would be okay. Wrong. So we are rushing and we're realizing this is not going to work. So we're on I think it's called an Airbus. We took the subway to the Airbus and then the Airbus, and we're on it and we're realizing, swear word, beep, I won't even say it, we are missing the flight. So my dad says, well, what are we going to do? I said, well, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. We're just going to we missed it. So you can't be mad. I mean, it's done, right? So we get to the airport. We go to the counter to see what we're going to be able to do and if we can find another flight out, and we're ready to pay more. We're figuring we're pretty much screwed at this point. So we're ready to pay more, but good old Javier over there took care of us, and he got us on a 6:30 flight out. We didn't have to pay anything extra. So we had our tickets while we were on the subway in the first place, heading there for our flight. My sister was saying, okay, we need to remember it's Terminal 5, Gate 29. So we were like, Terminal 5, Gate 29, we're going to rush, we're going to get there. Well, anyway, like I said, we missed that one. So Javier hooked us up and everything, gave us our new boarding passes. We are good to go. We were starving because we hadn't eaten all day. So we end up sitting to eat something. And then we're like, okay, we should probably mosey on over to our gate. So we're heading down to the gate. So security, forget it, was absurdly long. We head to the gates to the left, which is where gate 29 was. And of course, it's out of 30 gates. So it was the second to the last one on the far end to the left. And as we're getting there, again, my sister at her fast pace, me at my medium pace, and my dad lagging, pulling up the rear. We finally get over there. As we're walking there, my dad sees like hardly anybody there. And he says, did they board yet? He's yelling to the guy, and the guy's like, nope, we're boarding in about a half hour. I see a sign that says Bermuda. I'm like, Bermuda? What? And my sister goes, maybe they changed the gates and we didn't check. So let's go look on the screen over there. In the meantime, I pull out my boarding pass to look. The new boarding pass was gate 14, which was all the way to the right on the far end out of 14 gates, was the last one to the right. So now we told my dad, now you have to run. There is just no way. So we are like practically running through the thing. At this point, it's so stupid to me that I'm laughing so hysterically. I didn't know if I was gonna pee or fall over. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Tears streaming down my face because I was laughing so hard. So we hustled and across all the way back to security and back to the other side to gate 14, the last gate on the right, and made it 2 minutes before they were closing the doors. So we just it was insane. So we thought, because we're the last ones, we're gonna pull the stunt again of sitting in the emergency exit row. We plop ourselves there. I'm about to sit down, and over the overhead speakers, they say, for those of you that would like extra leg room, you can, for $85, purchase a seat in the emergency exit row or other available bulkhead seats. So I thought, okay, we're busted. So they know, obviously, because we're the last ones on the plane, they know obviously we're not supposed to be sitting here. So we picked up and we moved to the right seats. And this is pretty much how our trip ended, with a lot of color in between. So, sorry for yapping so long, but that was just, it just was nuts. So I'm trying to read some of the comments. But anyway, I'm looking forward to showing you guys some of the video clips from this trip of ours, because it was really fun. And we went to Madison Avenue to the Ralph Lauren store. Yasuevi. And we went to the Ralph Lauren store because my son's friend works there. Holy moly, you guys. I didn't know that there were stores like that. So it's like a staged hotel or something like that, and it's just amazing. I know I say amazing a lot, but it truly was amazing. This place was crazy, and just seeing the buildings around there and some of the stuff, unbelievable. So I'm looking forward to putting together. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, and I also kind of feel badly when I put videos that aren't craft related on my on my Midnight Crafter channel. So I hope you guys don't mind that, but I'm always thinking about you guys when I'm out somewhere and doing something. I think, gosh, it'd be great to show them what I'm doing and what's happening and stuff. And I really wish someone would have done like a little video blog or vlog or whatever you call it of this trip and be with us on it, because it just it was a zoo. It was a complete zoo. So, okay, I don't know. Other than that, you guys, that was like my big thing that I wanted to share with you all. I did have a good trip, Marcia. Even with all the chaos and craziness, it was really great. And I learned a lot about myself and I learned a lot about my family. I guess, how is it that you grow up with these people, but then once you move out and you go and do your own thing and you come back to do something with them, it makes you crazy. It just makes you crazy. So, I always, when I'm too much traveling with anybody else or around family, I'm always kind of like, I just need to get back to home and my own crazy at home. It's a different kind of crazy. So, okay, you guys, let's see. What else? What other things? Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to my ELG Jewelry and Gifts channel, to head over there and do that. And again, as soon as I'm done with this live, I will stick the link down below. It takes me a few minutes to do all that stuff. So I will get that in there. Also, for our winner, who is Linda, please, Linda, don't forget to contact me and give me your information. You can find the contact info in the description box. Tomorrow's Sunday. I do that every time. Monday at around 3:30 Pacific Standard Time is when my next video will be going up. It's a little kind of like a medicine cabinet type thing. It's what do you call it? I don't know what you would call it. I kind of like a medicine cabinet type of little thingy. It's kind of cute. I think it turned out great. Yeah, definitely, Margie. Memories to cherish, that's for sure, and memories to laugh at. And I'm kind of thinking it's kind of good that I actually did this video, because I know at some point I will forget all the craziness that happened. And it was an epic trip, June. It was definitely epic. I don't know. I think any family trips, I think that's why they made that. Is it Chevy Chase one, a family vacation, or I don't know. That's because, real life can be quite a comedy. So, okay, guys, let's see. ELG Jewelry and Gifts. I'm also, for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, I kind of have an Instagram. I post about, I don't know, once a week. I need to get better about that. I'm working on finding a little bit of extra help. So maybe someone that can help me with editing videos, maybe someone to take over my social media, because I feel like, yes, that's it, Gina, National Lampoon's Vacation. It's like those kind of movies. That's my life. I feel like, I don't know why it happens. So you can find the gift channel, Sherry, when I'm done with this. You can either go in right now, well, not right now, wait till we're done here, but you can either go in and do, on YouTube, do the search for ELG Jewelry and Gifts, or after this, I will put the link down below. So right now, there's not really much at all except my intro trailer on that channel. I might need a moderator. Yeah, I may very well need a moderator. I need a lot of things, actually. A lobotomy maybe too, but no, just kidding. So I'm gonna try and put a few more things on my Elaine's Little Gems channel, my ELG Jewelry and Gifts channel, so that there's something for people to see in order to subscribe, because I need to get to 1,000 subscribers in order to be able to do my live jewelry sales that I really am excited about doing. So guys, if you can, and I know I'm maybe asking a lot, but please, if you're not already subscribed over there, do me the favor and head over and do that. Share it with your friends. Share it anywhere you can so we can get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can share all the really cool jewelry with you. Sorry about that. That was my stool that I'm sitting on. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that is everything. I don't know. Is there anything you guys want to know, want to see? Any upcoming DIY ideas that you would like to see? Because I feel like Valentine's Day, it's just like we're done with that. I mean, too many things about that. And I really want to try and do things that are unique and different. Are you guys ready for Easter DIYs? That's a question that I have. Hi, Annette. I would like to know, hi, Tasia. Are you just getting on here, Tasia, right now at the end? Anyway, love you too, sister. So spring DIYs. Okay, so you're kind of ready for spring DIYs. What about like Easter in there too? Does that sound good? So I have a really, really cute Easter idea that was given to me by another subscriber. Yeah, anything. I'm with you on that. I'm done with Valentine's Day too. Really, really cute Easter bunny DIY that is, I mean, it's not just like your typical DIY Easter bunnies. So if you guys are up for that, okay, I'm gonna try and get together the necessary items for it, and maybe I will work on that. Tammy, it's like you're having cold and snow, and that's what in New York was cold, no snow, but cold. And then I come back to California and it's almost like a winter heat wave thing. I think it was like 65 degrees or something, or 68 degrees out. So, yeah, super nice weather over here right now. It was supposed to rain, but it didn't happen, thank God, because our driveway is all torn up right now. We had our driveway, not our driveway, but in front of it, the sidewalk and the part that goes to the gutter. Of course, when it needs repairs, the city says that it belongs to you. But I bet you if we drilled and found oil or diamonds down there, they would say it belonged to them. So it's costing us probably around $8,000 to dig that up and fix it, because it's sinking and the water is pooling and my car scrapes when I come in and out of the driveway. So, but anyway, enough of that stuff. Sleeting in Michigan. Yuck, you guys, stay warm. I'm so sorry it's cold like that. I just can't do the cold like that. So, alrighty. So now I know we're gonna work on those things. You guys have your work cut out for you to help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Please, 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 please. And then my next project's gonna be doing my live jewelry sales. So great to see you all. I'm looking forward to talking again soon, and look for my video on Monday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. And I think that's about it for now. So I can go finish editing my video, and I have to go film my intro right now. So you're gonna see me just like this again in the intro for the one for Monday. Okay, guys, mwah. As usual, you guys are amazing, and I adore you all. Mwah. Bye.